Herbalist here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today wrapping up Curious Cases, and we are going for the Ruin the Plans achievements, which is going to cover chapter number 3. So we're going to start out in this room. Which one is you want to make sure you look at this armchair right here, grab the skull that's on it, and make sure you put it on this scale. That should turn the lights on, and more importantly, it should open this door behind us up. Make sure you turn around. You can open the door earlier if you want to, but we're going to basically open up this chest right next to the door first. So make sure you turn your attention to that. There's going to be another keypad on this chest. Make sure you interact with it. We're going to punch in another combination. This one is going to be 2948. Hit that enter key once you have it punched in, and you should open up the chest. And then inside is going to be a key that we need. You're going to use this key to open up this door right over here. So make sure you open up the padlock, and then make sure you get this door open. This is going to be the door to the kitchen area, and we're going to get our first missable achievement right here. This achievement is to do this puzzle without messing up, so we are going to have to take things nice and slow and make sure we don't make any mistakes. Make sure you back up to the corner right here, as this first step is going to be a little glitchy unless you stand in this exact place. You're going to want to grab a piece of eucalyptus out of the rightmost can, and then you're going to bring it forward and then pop it into this mortar right here. So that's going to be the first ingredient. Then make sure you back up to the corner again to avoid the glitch, and then make sure you grab another piece of eucalyptus out of that same can, bring it back to the mortar, and pop it in. That should take care of all of the glitchy parts, so now we can go close and then work on the rest of the ingredients. Next up, you're going to have the mandrake, which is going to be in the second to rightmost can. You need one of those. Pop that in the mortar. Then the middlemost can, you're going to do 3 rosemary, so make sure you grab one at a time, and then pop them in. You're going to need 3, so make sure you count them out and don't make any mistakes. So once you get all 3 of those in, we're going to move over to the second to leftmost bowl. You're going to need 2 pieces of chamomile, so make sure you grab one, and then make sure you pop it in, and then grab the second one, and then pop that in. And then finally, the leftmost can, you're going to want 4 pieces of belladonna, so just make sure you count those out, make sure you don't lose your place. 1, 2, 3, 4, one at a time, and if you did it in that order, that should be all of the ingredients. The last step is to grind these up, so make sure you grab the pestle from this part of the kitchen, and then just interact with the mortar, and you should grind it up into this nice paste. If you happen to pull that off without making any mistakes, you should be good for the Herbalist achievement for 100 gamer score for doing that in your first try. If you do mess up, you can always reload from the chapter select later on. But nonetheless, once you have your paste all nice and mashed up, what you want to do is make sure you drop your pestle on the floor and then grab the bowl. Then we're going to have to bring this with us to the basement. So just make sure you head back out into the main living room, go into that door you unlocked earlier, and then in here, if you hang a right, you are going to notice this carpet. Make sure you pull that aside. There's going to be another keypad we have to figure out before we can unlock this, so make sure you interact with it. It's going to be on the left side. Combination is going to be 251521. Same as before, hit that enter key once you have that punched in, and that should unlock it, allowing us to pull it open and then head on inside. We're going to have to drop the bowl since we need our hands free in order to get this thing open. So just make sure you pop that open. Make sure you don't lose the bowl. Try to find it and then grab it and then bring it with you into the basement. So once we're down here, we're going to have to drop the bowl one more time since we need our hands free again to open up this keypad right here. So make sure you hit up this keypad, simple combination, only 3 digits, 810, hit that enter key, and then make sure you get this thing open, and then inside is going to be some more goodies. There should be a candle. Make sure you grab that, and you're going to turn around. You are going to notice a hexagram right here. Make sure you pop that down on the bottommost point of the star, and then we're just going to leave the basement. The main puzzle of this chapter is to basically complete all the candles on the hexagram, which is going to involve another puzzle involving these wooden pegs right here. Grab the one off of the shelf and make sure you bring it to the peg box, which is going to be on this desk by the door. That one's going to go into the 3rd slot from the left. Back into the living room, there's going to be another peg in that box where we got the key from. Make sure you take that back with you. That one's going to go into the slot 4th from the left, so the one in the middle. Then there's also going to be a candle in that same box. Make sure you grab that and bring it with you to the basement. So back to the hexagram. This one is going to go right over here in the bottom left point. Then we're going to head back upstairs. A lot of back and forth with these 2 puzzles since there's going to be the need to bring these things back to these 2 points, but make sure you get back into the living room. Next collectible up is going to be right here on the sofa, so it's going to be right here next to this sheet. Make sure you grab the peg. This one is going to go right over here in the second to rightmost slot, so pop that one in right there. After that, we're going to head into the kitchen area. In here, you're going to want to look over by the plant puzzle, and then make sure you open up this cabinet. Inside's going to be another peg and another candle. We're going to take care of the peg first, so make sure you grab that. Take it back with you to the peg box. This one's going to be in the second to leftmost slot. Then we're going to then take care of the candle, so back where we came from. Grab the candle and make sure you bring this back with you into the basement. So just make sure you trudge forward with this thing and then drop down back to the hexagram. This one is going to be the bottom rightmost point, so make sure you have that done. 2 more candles to go and a ton more pegs to take care of. So back upstairs, and we're just going to trudge our way through. It's going to be a little clunky with the carpet rolled up, but just try to get over it, and then make sure you head back into the kitchen. You're going to notice there's going to be some more cabinets above the plant puzzle. Open those up, and in the leftmost one is going to be another peg. Make sure you grab this. And then this one is going to go all the way right here in the middle slot, which is going to be the 5th over from the left, 3rd one over from the right. Just pop that in and then back to the kitchen. You're also going to notice a jail cell in here with another combination lock on it. This one's going to take letters instead of numbers, and the solution is going to be Beleth. That's going to be Beleth. Once you have that in, hit the green enter key on the right, and that should unlock the cell. Make sure you push it open. You can also grab the paper and then move that out of the way first, but nonetheless, just get the door open, and then make sure you say hi to the hanged man. But inside the sink is going to be another peg. Make sure you grab that, and we're going to take it all the way back to that peg box, and then fill in the last slot, which is going to be the leftmost one. So pop that in, and inside is going to be a candle. So solving a puzzle to complete another puzzle. Make sure you grab that candle and take it back with you to the hexagram, and then pop it into the upper leftmost point of the star. Then we're going to have one more candle to take care of, which is going to involve us heading back to the kitchen. So back upstairs, and then back the way we came, over that rolled up carpet that we've tripped over a million times at this point, but just try to trudge over it and then get back into the kitchen. Once you are there, we're going to have to head back into the cell. Go back to the sink and make sure you grab the handle from the faucet, and we're going to take this over to the kitchen sink. So back outside, and then pop this onto the kitchen sink, and then make sure you give it a good old crank. If you have been following us from the beginning of the game, this is going to be your 5th puzzle, and if you happen to do all of them without using a hint, you should be good for Skilled Researcher for 100 gamer score. Nonetheless, you're going to have this thing, which is going to be a key pop out of the drain. Make sure you pop that into the drawer on the right and then unlock it. That should allow you to pull this open, and inside's going to be your last candle. Make sure you take that with you back into the basement and pop it on to the last point of the hexagram. And then we should have that puzzle complete. So make sure you pop it on to the upper right point, and that should complete our candles. Then we're going to need to light them, so make sure you grab the lighter out of that box from earlier. It should be right behind us, and then just light them. Thankfully, you can light them in any order, so just make sure you just keep lighting those candles, and then once you get all 6, we're just going to wrap things up by picking up the mortar from earlier that has our nice paste in it, and we're going to pop that down in the middle of the star. So make sure you drop the lighter someplace where the house won't catch on fire, and then make sure you just grab the bowl, pop that in the middle, and that should complete the ritual. You're going to get a little cutscene where you summon this nice fellow, and then after he does some spooky stuff to you, you should be good for the last achievement of the story. There it is for completing chapter 3, Ruin the Plans, 100 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.